All right, well, we're back here in God's country, Dameron Valley, Utah. So one of the last videos you saw from me, I was in California, working on some floating trails. I'm back working on the house in Dameron on Canyon Trails, and we're putting in new stairs. You can notice that I have the first two rough stair treads torn out. I had to do that to put my new 1-inch oak stair treads in, which are white oak, and we're gonna have the white oak stair treads stained kind of a medium to dark brown to match our cabinetry. And then we're going to have white risers. So treads will be white oak dark stained, and then white risers. We're going to have stained newel post, which I'm going to make up. I'm also going to be making the balusters. Balusters will be paint grade, and the handrail will be white oak. So white oak handrail, white oak newel post, and white balusters with white skirt boards going up the sides. And so the first step in the process is to rip out these stair treads. Over here on the wall, I've already taken two out, and it's actually coming a lot easier than I thought, even though that the framer had glued them down to the stair stringers. These are actually called stair stringers. They look like the zigzag. And that's what we're doing, tearing those out and getting ready to put in our new boards. So, talk to you soon. Wood. Lots of glue, liberal on the glue. And this is a new glue that I haven't used before. It's called Gorilla Glue, and I've used their Gorilla Glue. It's kind of a clearish color. I'm not sure what the material is, but this is the first white type woodworking glue that I've used of theirs. So hopefully it works. I'm just looking for something that's going to have very strong holding power and lastability. So pretty liberal there. Just putting together this box. This is going to be my post, my starter post in the stairs. Actually the only post in the stairs. Building a box, and then I'll fill it with a piece of Douglas fir to make it as solid as can be. My other option was to laminate a bunch of 3/4 inch pieces together, but then you'd see stripes where you see each 3/4 inch piece, and I didn't really want that. So I decided to build a miter box, which will give us a much better overall look like it's basically milled out of one piece. At least that's the plan.
Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong.
Okay, we're back working on the newel post for our stair balustrade. And a balustrade, that term means it's everything that you use to create a stair railing, so your balusters, your newel posts, and your handrail. That's called a balustrade, okay? So the baluster is a small picket, and this is what we call a newel post or starting post. So you saw the video where I was ripping the 4 pieces of material on a 45, making that a mitered corner. And so basically, the look it's going to, I'm trying to achieve is 1 piece of solid white oak, okay, rather than a bunch of pieces laminated together. So this looks like 1 piece, even though it's 4 pieces mitered in the corners. And to make it even sturdier and more dense, if you look right here, 2 pieces of 2x4 ripped down to fit just inside there nice and snug and glued really good. So this is pretty dang solid. So I have filled all the holes now, and I went over once with a belt sander, and now the final touch is going to be going over with my orbital palm sander. And once that's done, then I can start fitting the post and then trimming it out until, until we get a little further along. That'll be it for now. And once I get the post set, we'll probably get you another video. Now I'll just roll over the corners, slightly ease them. Go over about 3 or 4 times with the palm sander. And I get a nice little pencil edge on there. And if you look really close, it's a pretty fine little edge, but it does need a little more putty in some places, a few little bead holes. And we'll go ahead and fill those with 1 more final going over, and then we'll be ready to set it.
There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. The special things I can buy you, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds.
As you can see, the newel post is about complete. I'm putting the last 2 pieces of 3/8 by 3/8 molding on it, just a little featured detail. You can see that everything is pretty much hard lines. I've got a couple of details that are beveled. There are no rounded anything on this post. It's more of a craftsman look, which is kind of one of the architectural styles that I really love. Farmhouse does have a lot of hard lines and a lot of straight lines and not a lot of frou-frou detail. So that's kind of the look that I'm going for, and right now I've spent quite a bit of time on this because I've ripped every single piece of molding and cap. This is all done, made up on site here. None of this material I bought the size that it is, and so everything is handmade. And of course, you know me, that's what I like to do. I don't like to buy stuff that everybody else can buy. I want the one-off that you can only get when you make it by hand or you make it yourself. So, 2 last pieces here, and then we will be complete. These are hard to work with because they're so damn small. And they slip around when you get the glue on it. And this oak is really hard, and so sometimes it's really, really tiny. I'm using a micro pin, which is one of my favorite tools. I keep saying that's one of my favorite tools. I have a lot of favorite tools, but this wire on this pin is 23 gauge, which in many cases, especially with an open grain wood like this, you can almost not even have to fill it because the head size is so small. You can barely see that, I'm sure, on the video, but super cool. And that, minus the sanding, filling and sanding on the corners, is a complete newel. And I've used some knotty detail here because I want it to be a little bit rustic. And Tam, if you'll come around the front, there's a little rustic there, some knots in that, and that will definitely tie in with our flooring. So, with that, for now, all of you have a great Mother's Day, and we will be in tune soon.
close my eyes and I can see the world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark.
Okay, we are getting down to the final stretch here. Putting on the first coat of stain, which is actually a 3-step operation, or a mix of 2 colors and then another color over it to kind of kill some of the red. But it's looking beautiful. If you can look at some of these treads here that we've done, doesn't have any finish on it. It's just a stain so far, and then all what you see is going to be painted white. So the railing and the treads and the post is going to be stained, and everything else is going to be white. It's looking beautiful, nice and sturdy, and it's a lot of work, but it's coming out beautiful. And it should be pretty close to our flooring. A little darker than our flooring, which is what we wanted. A little bit of a contrast, but I can't wait to see it all done and just totally dialed in, which will probably have to happen next trip, since I've only got a half day tomorrow. I'm heading back to California, and then back up in a week and a half or so and finish this up. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the videos that we've made so far.
Could be a vision of the one I see. A million dreams, it's all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
Okay, Dad is starting to do some staining.
wanna talk to Dad?
What?
Is that good?
Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh my goodness. It's amazing. Wow. Too bad everybody can't really see how beautiful it is.
Not
On
enough
the-
light.
They can say it all sounds